Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the long-awaited, highly requested plant-based burger. And here are some of the ingredients you're going to need. With that being said, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so first we're going to start by chopping up our mushrooms. Go ahead and give these a rough chop. We're going to go ahead and throw these in a food processor once we cook them up. And for those who don't like mushrooms, don't worry about that. These don't really add much flavor. It just gives it more texture to the burger. Once you have those chopped up, go ahead and set those aside. Now we're going to move on to our second mushrooms. We're using CRIMINI mushrooms. Again, just adding more texture, not really much flavor. So we're going to go ahead and give those a rough chop as well. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and chop up our veggies. First we're starting with our onion, and I'm using a sweet whole onion. Go ahead and give this a chop to bite-sized pieces and set that aside. Next we're going to be taking our bell pepper, and I'm using a green bell pepper. Go ahead and chop up the entire thing into bite-sized pieces and set that aside as well. Alright guys, so now that our veggies are chopped, go ahead and grab your frying pan. We're going to go ahead and add our oil of choice. I'm using avocado oil. Add about a couple of tablespoons shallow oil and let it heat up. Go ahead and throw your veggies in, and we're going to cook those until they're a bit translucent. Okay guys, so once your veggies have cooked down, we're going to go ahead and add our seasonings. First, I'm adding garlic and onion powder, and we used about 2 teaspoons of each. Go ahead and season to your liking, but we'll have the full recipe down below. Next, we're going to add about a half a teaspoon of black pepper and about a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Go ahead and give that a good mix until all your seasonings are well combined. Then we're going to add our minced garlic. Once you've added your minced garlic, go ahead and give that a mix, and then we're going to add our liquid smoke. Now this is going to give your burger that charred off the grill flavor, so I definitely recommend adding the liquid smoke. Once your veggies are cooked all the way down, we're going to go ahead and add our mushrooms, and you're going to cook these all the way down until they're half the size. Go ahead and add your salt to taste, and this is going to help release some of the juices from the mushroom. So now that our mushroom has cooked down a bit, we're going to go ahead and add our seasonings. First, we're starting with garlic salt. This you just want to use sparingly because it is pretty salty. So we're just going to use about half a teaspoon or to flavor. Next, we're going to go ahead and add our chili powder, and we're going to add about a teaspoon of chili powder. Next, we're going to add our smoked paprika. Yes, smoked because it adds that depth of flavor, but if you only have regular paprika, that's fine. And then if you like a little bit of spice, a little kick, go ahead and add some cayenne pepper. And then to the mushrooms, we're going to add that liquid smoke again, just a little bit. And last but not least, we're adding a little bit of onion powder, about a tablespoon or so. Once you've added all your seasonings, go ahead and give this a good mix until everything is well combined. So once your mushroom mixture is fully cooked, this is how it should look. Go ahead and set that aside and let it cool down. So once your mushroom mixture has cooled down, we're going to go ahead and add that to our food processor. You want to go ahead and pulse this until it's minced consistency, but you want to make sure you do not over mix it. We're going to go ahead and move on to our beans. Yes, I'm using canned beans. I'm using black beans, but you can use whatever beans you prefer. If you're using canned beans, go ahead and give these a really good rinse. Next, after you've rinsed your beans, we're gonna go ahead and give it a good mash. You can use a fork, run it through the food processor, whatever you like. You just wanna make sure you don't over mash them. A key to a good homemade burger is to not over mash your product so it's not too mushy. So now that you have your beans mixed, we're gonna go ahead and add our binder. First, we're starting off with chickpea flour, and you're gonna use about a 1/4 cup. Next, we're gonna add our second binder, which is breadcrumbs, and we're starting off with about 1/4 cup. Next, we're gonna go ahead and add our mushroom mixture into our beans and binder mixture and give that a good mix until everything is well incorporated. And here's where you wanna feel for texture and see if it's holding up correctly. If not, this is where you're gonna add more binder. So once we've added more breadcrumbs just to get the consistency we were looking for, this is how your batter should look. And now you can start forming your burger patties. Next, you're gonna go ahead and flour your surface so the burgers do not stick. Now you're just gonna form the burger patties to your desired shape and size. This recipe makes about 6 to 8 burgers depending on what size you make your patties. Once your burgers are formed, you're gonna go ahead and pan fry them for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side or until your burgers are golden brown. If you don't wanna use oil, you can go ahead and pop them in the air fryer for about, I would say 5 minutes on each side. After a few minutes, this is how your burgers should look. Go ahead and give them a flip and brown the other side. So while your burgers are cooking, if you want to try the onion wrap burger, this is how you make your onions into your burger bun. You're going to go ahead and chop your onions to about 1 inch thick whole, and you're going to sear these on each side for about 2 to 3 minutes, about 3 times, flipping them. You're going to season your onions with a little bit of salt and brown sugar. This is going to help caramelize your onions. So once your burgers are pretty much done, you can go ahead and top them with your vegan cheese. This is the Daya's new formula vegan cheese. It is really good and it melts very well. A pro tip to melt your vegan cheese is to cover it with a lid, add a little bit of water into the pan, and the steam will help melt the cheese very well. And there you have it, guys, our delicious soy-free, dairy-free vegan burger. Definitely give this burger a try. Let us know what you think. Tag us on Instagram if you try out this recipe. And also don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on your post notification bells. That way you know whenever we're posting a new video. And we love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye. I'm so hungry. Ooh! Y'all, if you love onions, y'all know this looks incredible.
I ain't gonna lie.
All right, come on. Let me take my lip gloss off. I don't want to be eating lip gloss.
But you ready to eat? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 1,
2, 3. Burger is fire.